How we doing? How we doing, everybody? No, it's an impromptu stream tonight. I understand. I haven't been coming on these late nights, but I did want to come on and check out some extra TGS stuff. So what's the news? What's the FF3 news? Final Fantasy VII Part 3 news. What's the news you got? I've been at work all day. No phone, no nothing. Just work. Came home, instantly started answering work emails and studio emails and stuff. So I'm out of the loop if something new broke. So what's up, Beck? What's up to all my lurkers out there? How y'all doing, lurkers in Lurkerville? How we doing? Throw a like on the live stream. Appreciate it. Price of admission for Club Ray tonight. 1 like. What's up, Darth Magus? Let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Alright, well let me read it here real quick. Since we're on the subject here real quick. I pulled up an article. Now my computer's locking up and acting crazy. Hang on. Okay. Oh, I've got the interview right here. I've got the interview pulled up here, so I'm going to read it real quick, what it's got. So, actually, I'm just going to pull it over to this screen. I don't need to have a full screen over here. Alright, so let's read, shall we? Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy director Naoki Hamaguchi stated that the keyword for the saga's highly anticipated third part has already been decided, and that it will dictate gameplay and story direction. Hamaguchi also noted that the past keywords for Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, Reunion, and Bonds both correlated with each game's main themes and philosophies. While Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth originally launched as timed exclusives on PlayStation consoles, Square Enix has instituted multi-platform, yada yada, yada yada, what's the good stuff. The keyword for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3's design philosophy has been decided. Weeks after sharing that Square Enix had an internal release window for FF7 Remake Part 3, Hamaguchi clued fans in on another aspect of its ongoing development. In a September interview with German media outlet JP Games, Hamaguchi stated that the keyword used to shape the upcoming chapter's gameplay and story themes has already been decided by the development team. However, Hamaguchi stopped short of revealing Part 3's keyword, but offered, so he's talking about the subtitle, or the byline of the game. But offered fans some context behind the keywords used for Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. For FF7 Remake, the keyword Reunion described how Square Enix wanted fans to be reintroduced to the saga's main characters and setting. For Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the keyword Bonds symbolized the relationships that... Okay, alright. Hamaguchi also said that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 had some playable developer builds where the theme can be figured out through gameplay. Hamaguchi confirmed that Final Fantasy VII Remake's third chapter would also be the saga's climax, we know that, and that it would be a really great send-off for the series. The story of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 should pick up immediately where Rebirth left off, following the events at the Forgotten Capital. Although Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is not listed on Square Enix's itinerary for the 2025 Tokyo Game Show, Hamaguchi teased fans by stating that they would not have to wait long to hear more information. Only time will tell when Square Enix will show for them. Are they pulling us? Are they pulling a Capcom there? You won't have to wait long. You won't have to wait long. All right. Well, that was. If you all recall, that was kind of what we. What's that? Oh, okay. That was what I was speculating for some time that they'll be entering full polish phase in about. What I say, about 3 to 6 months. There'll be full-on polish phase on that. And where did the rest of my screen go? Okay. I had the Xbox Showcase pulled up. It is now gone. Okay, I'll pull it back up. I'd speculated that we were 3 to 6 months out from polish, and that game would be going gold probably later next year for a February to April 2027 release window. Work is progressing smoothly. Development is going extremely well. A lot of the content is already playable. Yeah, that goes back to what we had discussed, that, you know, a big part of it, that world's already built. Like, the world was already built, so I think that's a big part of it too. So I think that's a big determining factor in where they're at with how much the game's actually playable and whatnot. Let's see, settings. Not getting enough output. Oh, let's try something else. Pulled up. I think I had the IGN. We'll go to the official Xbox. I had the IGN one pulled up. We'll go to the official Xbox. Okay. Alright, great. Pulled up and ready to go. So, anyway, I know there's going to be things going on around the clock for Tokyo Game Show, but I want to jump in on some of these that sometimes Xbox can have an interesting showcase, at least games and things like that. So, everybody who's joining live, appreciate you all being here. We're going to go ahead and start checking it out. I know it's late. Appreciate you all jumping on with me. Give people across the pond a chance to hang out and live stream. But yeah, I think my initial prediction for February to April 2027 still holds true. A lot of the stuff that I've heard that they're working on internally seems to match up with what he says there. So, yeah, no surprises there. I think it's ship shape. Everything's proceeding smoothly, and I'm excited to send Final Fantasy VII off with a bang in spring 2027. All right, let's see. Go over here. All right, let's watch this thing. See if they have any goodies for us. As always, let me know how the sound is. There you go, Beck. What's the holiday?
Minasan konnichiwa.
Oh, I'm not doing subtitles. I'm sorry. Or closed captioning. I'm not doing
Xbox no Phil Des. Welcome to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2025 broadcast. It's great to be back at TGS. Japan has always been a source of inspiration for Xbox, and every time I'm here, I see and feel the creativity and passion that defines this region. Our commitment to Japan and the broader Asia-Pacific region is unwavering. For years, we have championed local game creators and connected them to a global audience through Game Pass and the Xbox platform. Together, we've built...
I feel like I need to turn the volume up a little bit on my end. Give me just a minute. I don't hear it very well. There we go.
Strong momentum and growth in Asia, and we will continue to listen, learn, and thrive with these creators and communities.
All right, Phil.
I want to thank CESA for their incredible work supporting this vibrant community.
Show us the Devil May Cry
in Japan and around the world. Your love for games, your feedback, and your energy continue to shape everything we do at Xbox. Today's show reflects that energy. You'll see new titles from legendary Japanese studios, games and updates inspired by Japan, original ideas
I would do
from
bets on this,
rising
but
creators,
it's already aired.
and fresh
I just haven't seen
games
it.
from visionary teams in China, Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, and more. Let's get started with the fully rebuilt entry in a fan favorite series that first got its start in Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu, and
What is
please
this?
enjoy the show.
What is this? Oh no! Oh no! Gungrave? Oh man. Brandon Heat! Let's go! Let's go! Gungrave, what? Oh my god, are you serious? Gungrave! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god, it looks sick. Oh my god, it looks sick. Brandon Heat is in the house. Oh my god. This is how you start a show right here, man. Hell yeah. Oh my god. He did the pose. He did the pose. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 presentation. Please let this be on PS5. Oh my god. Please, is this a remake of Gore? Blood Heat. Gore. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. In.
I'm not loving the odds.
James Bond. James Bond. Hang on.
In that case.
Well, what are we waiting for? Any sage advice?
Play nice.
Always.
Boom, son. Boom. Cacao. Cacao. Boom. Gungrave. For the win. Hell yeah, man.
Shoot.
Hell
Sorry for
yeah.
the mess, Bond. I wasn't expecting you quite so soon.
Dude, when is that coming out? Holy sh...
Hang on.
Somebody tell me when Gungrave Gore Blood
Come
Heat's
on,
coming
you
out.
bit. Moment. There.
Was there...
Tactical
Hang on.
simulation
Hang
is
on.
now
Was there a...
operational. Any
Was
questions?
there a release date? Hang on, let me look. PS5. No release date. Okay. Alright, no release date. We'll get back to where we were there.
Come on, you bit.
No
Moment.
release date.
There.
What?
Tactical simulation is now operational. Any questions? Please have questions.
I'm not super excited about the 007 game. I know a lot of people are. I don't know. It's not speaking to me. Arc System Works, what we got? Double Dragon! Dude, what? Oh my god! This looks cool. This reminds me of Contra right here. The vertical stages. What is all this? It's like a boss rush mode or something? All these different characters you can play as? Dude. This whole revitalization of these classic video games is like money in the pocket for these places. Like, this is... This is goodness right here. This is good vibes. This is goodness. Double Dragon revived for the win. October 23rd, what? On PS, that's a buy. Everything's been on PS5 as well. That's a buy. That's a purchase. Fatal Frame. This is Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame 2. Instantly. Oh.
このタイトルはシリーズ2作目の完全フルリメイクになります。
Did I know they were remaking Fatal Frame 2?
アップデートしました。主人公の肌や衣装の質感を追求し、
Did I forget about this?
歪みは特別な処理を使用しています。
Fatal Frame is scary. Like PS2, like as far as PlayStation 2 games go, very like atmospherically scary game.
さらにサウンドは 7.4 チャンネルに対応し、霊がいる気配をもっと身近に感じられるようになっています。20年前のタイトルは最新の技術でリメイクしておりますので、今さまざまなホラーゲームを遊んでいるプレイヤーにも新作として遊んでいただけるクオリティになっていると思います。
Dude, Fatal Frame is bonkers.
霊を撮影することで撃退する、戦闘が特徴的なシリーズなんですけども、霊をしっかり
It's all about, yeah. So as he's explaining, it's all about the phenomenon of capturing ghosts in pictures and stuff like that.
フィルターを切り替えていくので、見方が変わっていくんですけども、フィルターは
But the atmosphere and the soundtrack and the sound design of the game was always very creepy on PlayStation 2.
フルリメイクとしてプレイヤーキャラクターの操作性やアニメーションを徹底的に見直しました。
This is like,
全面的にはスペース改定してありますので、
is this
特にプレイヤーキャラクター
is this going to be like a banger of a presentation?
実際に廃墟になった村を探索す
I
る
mean, these are all games that are going to be coming out on every system, but is Xbox lining up a banger of a presentation here? So far, these are all things I'm all in on, except for 007. But that game's going to sell like bonkers too, 007 will. Gungrave, the great Yoshihiro Naito, Trigun's daddy. Made Gungrave.
ストーリー面だけでなく、アクション面からも姉妹の絆を強く感じられるようになったと思います。この要素はですね、20年前にも
They're really giving this like some breathing room, aren't they?
今回フルリメイクでようやく実現した要素になります。探索できる場所や収集要素が増えているので、シリーズファンの方にも
Dude, good vibes, man. Good vibes from Xbox here.
ゼロ赤い超リメイクはシリーズ2作目を今の技術でフルリメイクしたタイトルになります。
Nice of them to promote new games for my PS5.
シリーズはそれぞれストーリーが完結したタイトルですので、この1本で楽しむことができます。シリーズファンの方、そして初めてのユーザーの方にもぜひ遊んでいただきたいです。2026年初頭発売になります。シリーズで最も美しく、最も怖いゲーム。
It looks good. I mean, it looks like a PS4 game, but it looks good. Doesn't have to be like super crazy, hyper realistic. At first that looked like a Berserk fairy, like a fairy from Berserk, like some God Hand member or something. As a matter of fact, these are supposed to be cutesy cartoon character looking things, but these could all be members of the God Hand from Berserk. I mean, I do not think this... That's Elf Island. This is the new Berserk game. Yeah, absolutely. These are definitely apostles. For sure, right? That's what this is, right? That Gungrave, oh man, that Gungrave announcement got me. That Gungrave announcement was hot. That was really hot. That was a great way to start your show. And Double Dragon looks sick too. We just need some Mega Man love. Need some Mega Man love now. This is some kind of RTS game here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm expecting to see at this presentation. I figured this presentation would just be a bunch of stuff that's going to be available on every console and PC and everything else. But maybe they would have like a couple of Flash game announcements or something. I guess I was kind of maybe holding out hope for some Elder Scrolls-y kind of game. Elder Scrolls 6, I mean, like, what the hell's going on with Elder Scrolls 6? Is that game canceled, or what is the deal with that? They announced that game like, what, 5 years ago? 5 or 6 years ago, they announced that game. Just had the announcement screen, it showed Cyrodiil, and then it was Elder Scrolls 6, you know? And then that was it. Sudden Strike.
Tadaima, Tokyo Game Show, and to our incredible dwellers in Japan. I'm John Rush, creative director on Fallout 76.
I thought that was like,
and I'm Bill Lacoste,
it's
production
like
director on Fallout
Dave
76.
Bautista's brother.
2025 so far has been packed full of new content for Fallout 76. We embraced our ghoul within, bringing powerful new playstyles and cosmetics to the game, and found new fishy
So this
friends
is the
and
Bethesda
food in the waters across
section here.
Appalachia in Gone Fishing.
And most recently, perhaps most exciting for our inspiring building community in Japan, our latest camp building update to Fallout 76 brought an array of new functionality and relaxed
I
limitations
swear, that's
to our
like
camp
Dave
building
Bautista's
mode,
forgotten
letting
brother
your
on the right.
imaginations and talent run wild.
John, whatever his name was.
New
John Bautista.
subcategories.
Quick menu. Relaxed camp building rules. You continue to be some of the most passionate and creative dwellers out there. Here are just a few of the awesome camps we've seen popping up from our Japanese community throughout West Virginia.
Very homesy, very homesy. I guess they finally worked the bugs out of this game. I remember when it launched, it was like
We really
unplayable
appreciate
for a
your
little
passion and
while.
dedication to Fallout 76, and we're so thrilled you're all
I
enjoying
know.
the camp building changes
John Bautista.
entirely driven by community feedback. So keep it coming, continue to share your builds
He goes
with
out, he
us,
goes-
and you can always hop into the public playtest server to preview
He's like,
what's on the
thank you for
horizon.
playing Fallout
We'll
76.
see you in the wasteland.
I walk alone. Oh, okay. I was like, I joked about the Devil May Cry remake, but okay, all right. Is this Monster Hunter Stories? Is that what this is? We've seen this
I
already.
know it's the last thing you want, but a ruler as kind as you
Looks like
would
Ni no Kuni and Breath of the Wild had a baby.
Maybe even longer.
Lois, I can't believe they'd bring it here.
Monster, yeah, okay, yeah, we've seen this. Ryder. You know, I'm ready for some Dragon Quest, man. I'm in. You know, we were having that conversation last night about Square Enix and everything. I've been digging into some Dragon Quest. looking into some Dragon Quest. I'm gonna start playing some Dragon Quest on the channel here. We're gonna get into it. Starting Tuesday, it's gonna be like Final Fantasy VII Tactics, Evilise Chronicles nonstop for a couple of weeks. But then we're gonna get some Dragon Quest. Yeah, I tried to play Monster Hunter. I just couldn't. It's not my bag. I enjoyed it, but I couldn't be one of these people that just play it like all the time. You know, I enjoyed it for what it was, but so that's the first two, right? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Monster Hunter 3 Twisted Sister.
Good afternoon, 47. Concord Union is a Hong Kong-based crime syndicate that selects new members via a unique recruitment process. A martial arts tournament hosted at the Himapad.
I'm super stoked that Dragon Quest 7 is getting remade.
Concord. Our
Super
client
stoked.
has reactivated Agent Bruce Lee, martial arts
The hell is
legend
this?
turned undercover agent. While Lee's combat skills should guarantee victory,
I was debating on trying to find a copy of Dragon Quest 7 on PS1. I sold mine way back in college. Hated that I sold that game years later.
If I can reach the final and win,
I could emulate it, but I'd like to have it on my shelf. I'm gonna look for it.
with hand-to-hand combat?
I've had some experience.
I go way back with Dragon Quest, back when it's called Dragon Warrior. I go way back with Dragon Warrior.
Minasan konnichiwa, Xbox no Sarah desu. It is great to be back at Tokyo Game Show.
She's still at Xbox.
At Xbox, we're focused on delivering on our promise of enabling you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. We do this for players, for the love of games, and in deep partnership with over 500 visionary developers from Asia. From celebrated legends to emerging stars, these bold storytellers are a big part of why Asia is the fastest growing region for Xbox. You've seen what creators in Japan and Asia are bringing to Xbox next.
Dude, the
including
start of
first
this
look
thing?
at Gungrave Gore, Blood Heat.
Yeah.
This spectacular story, along with every game you'll see in the rest of today's show, will join more than 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games already available.
I need to know.
And in October, the Xbox Ally launches. No matter how you
I need to
play,
know when
this
Gungrave
new
is coming
handheld
out.
ensures your Xbox
I need to know when that
experience
one's
is
coming out.
always with you.
That's a buy. That's
The
a day
Xbox
one buy
Ally
for me
brings
personally.
The best of Asus, Xbox, and Windows together, delivering power, flexibility, and choice right into your hands. Whether you love playing on PC, console, or streaming on the go, the Xbox Ally opens up new ways to access your full Xbox library with the combined strength of Xbox Play Anywhere, cloud, and remote play. And for the first time ever, you can access all of your favorite PC stores on Xbox in one place. We're thrilled players
that's
get
a,
hands-on with the Xbox Ally here at Tokyo Game Show ahead of the launch on October 16th. Next up, a new reveal for an Xbox Play
What
Anywhere
is
title
the-
launching tomorrow.
What is the
and
Steam
perfect for your
version of that
Xbox
Steam
Ally.
Deck? Isn't that just
Thank
a Steam
you,
Deck?
and enjoy the rest of the show.
What's the difference? It seems like it's just a Steam Deck.
Rise and shine, Bernstein. Let the game begin.
よしいけいけいいぞあいた
I love the UI for this
あいたい
game.
たいたあー死んだうっそマジかみんな来てくれたやっほいいよこっちこっちよーし
It's kind of interesting. I love that we're in kind of like a new golden age of platformers. Like everybody's making platformers, and I love it. I need to get back into playing, like picking a few of these up and checking them out.
いけおーみんなありがとう
Dragon Quest 8 was incredible. Dragon Quest
やばいやばい
10,
来てる来てるあ強い
was it 11? The last one was really good.
お誰か来たドッペルゲン
We need a Metal Gear Solid Metroidvania. Oh, you know what'd be cool? A remake of like the old Metal Gear on Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge. Like, remake those exactly how they were, like a top-down kind of experience. Remake them. That would be awesome, man. That would be really cool to play through those remade. Was that a Paranoid ripoff? Sound like Paranoid.
皆さんこんにちは。HD2D 版ドラゴンクエスト
Producer of
1&2
HD2
プロデューサー
Dragon
の
Quest 1.
林です。
Oh, okay,
今日
here
は
we
もうすぐ
go.
発売予定のこちらのタイトルから原作にはなかった全く新しい
The
様子
ocean
の
floor
海底エリアについ
completely
て
new
ご紹介します。
air.
どうぞお楽しみください。
Yeah, that. What is this? Oh man, come on.
主人公たちは海底世界の危機を救うため、まずはじめに
Heading
人
for
魚の
Fraggle
岩場へ
Rock
向かい
in
ます。
order to
人魚の許しを得ることで海底への道が開かれるので
We
す。
heard of the attack and came as quickly as we could.
彼らがどうやって海底に行くのか
Oh
気になり
my
ますよね。
god, look at that.
実は船は泡に包まれて水中を浮遊しながら進んでいくんです。
Yo, that's some straight up One Piece shit right
海底
there.
の世界ではまずはじめに
That's some straight up
アルミハという人魚たちが
Grand
住む
Line
町に
shit.
向かいます。ですが人魚たちがどこにも見当たりませんね。人魚たちは魔物たちに襲われてしまい
Siphon Filter, yeah, I remember Siphon Filter on PS1, absolutely. Sam
ご
Fisher.
覧の通りこの海底エリアはとても広大で探索できる場所も広く冒険の先で魅力的なキャラ
Wow,
クターとの出
man,
会い
this
も
looks so
待っています
cool.
しかし出会う相手がいい人ばかりだとは限りません。
Oh,
どんな冒険にもつきものですが恐ろしい敵とのバトルが待ち受けています。人魚の聖域にたどり着きました。ここに
yeah,
潜んでい
man.
るモンスターたちを倒しながら
This
人
looks
魚
good.
たちを助けに行きます。
I got a big smile on my face looking at this.
見たことのない敵が現れましたね。4人のパーティーでバトルし進みましょう。まだお話は終わりません。
Hell
聖域の一番
yeah.
奥で
Give me
助けを
that
待つ人魚たち
classic
がいます。
JRPG goodness all
ここで出て
day.
くるのが本作の新しいボスで人魚たちを襲撃したミリエラとその手下です。
But this really does have like One Piece vibes.
この戦いの先がどん
What
な
up,
展開になっ
Chris?
ているかぜひ自分の目で確かめてみてくださいね。
But this, again, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
と
it
いうわけで
again.
本日の
This is
特
what
別配信は
kills
こ
me.
こまでとなります。
They can do this
HD2D
with
版
Dragon
ドラゴン
Quest
クエスト
2,
1&2
1 and 2,
10月
but they
30日
can't
発売です
do it
Xbox
with
Series
Chrono
X
Trigger?
そして
Come
Windows 版は
on,
現在
man.
予約受付中です。以上
I'm to the point where I'm
プロデュー
almost
サーの
ready
林
to
で
beef with Square Enix over this. The lack of Chrono Trigger love. October 30th. Loading up with the HD remakes and remasters, man. I'm all for
Everything
it.
in this trailer, including text and cuts, is a piece of unbroken gameplay footage. Nothing from start to end has been edited in an external program at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
All right, let's talk more about JRPGs here.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll tell you what, man. There are a lot of the old school games like Golden Sun.
That's it.
There's so many PS1 era JRPGs.
Like that.
Ark the
Just
Lad,
like that.
Golden Sun. What's a few other ones? You take your pick, man. There's so many they could remake and update. God, man. They're sitting on gold. They could put out one a month. They could put out one every month for the next 2 years. Now, understand that they have to actually make them, yes. But, dude, they could put out a new game every month. I don't think that was Square Enix, but I'm just saying, like, classic JRPGs that could use a remake or retooling. Dudes! dudes. Okay, this is Flight Simulator again. Okay, yeah. Okay. Skywatch is here on the scene with a chase going on, yada yada. Kyoto. Todaiji Temple. Oh man. This, I mean, look. You know, the way they're hyping this Flight Simulator game, I am tempted to get it. Just to go browsing. Go check out the world, you know. Wow, look at God. We have mapped Earth. Can you fly over your region and see your house? Is this like a Google Maps collab? Probably all of them. Probably all of them. How do you lose the source code for a game? I mean, you should have that on backup drives and backup drives. That's just irresponsible. Game development data is precious, precious data that you've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in. To just lose it? Nah, man. God, man, it looks so cool. Like, just looking at the scenes of this game is breathtaking. That's our planet, man. That's our planet. That's so cool. I want to get out there and see our planet. I want to travel. I want to travel. I want to go places. I want to go where you're at right now. Overseas. I want to cross the pond. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Japan. I want to check stuff out. Wow. They're really giving some time to Flight Simulator, aren't they? I think the State of Play did too. They gave it a good 2 or 3 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. That's a great trailer though, man. That's a really great trailer. What we got next? Romancing Saga 2, okay.
I shall maintain the peace in Avalon.
This looks like an Atlas game.
I will devote my life to the good of Avalon, so that the destiny of our imperial forebears may one day be fulfilled.
Hang on a second. Let me check something real quick.
Here's an idea. Another one in the books.
Everyone, form ranks.
Bow to me.
Your luck's run out.
The Wrathhound shall soon befall Karu. The Wrathhound can be stopped. Now go.
So this is another Square Enix game.
Very well. In the name of Avalon, I accept this crown.
And our legacy.
Phone, what are you doing?
Right.
God, I don't know.
Away!
And now you die.
Alright. Never mind. I was trying to check something out, but okay. But yes, that's another Square Enix game.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Have I ever been invited to do a panel or a convention in Australia? No, I have not. I've had people that do conventions and stuff in Australia inquire about what ARAURA is and everything, but I've never had anybody like invite me over for it or anything like that. So get heavy Full Metal Alchemist vibes here.
Now, do you have your answer?
It's a village sim.
Honestly, just being yourself is good enough.
The Japanese garden sim. I'm not against that. Peaceful vibes. Star Sand Island. Again, all this stuff is coming to PS5, or it's already on PS5. Yo, brother, you got a mouth coming out of your mouth.
By the archdemon. Demonic armies and heretics wearing the faces of men.
What is this?
Abominations that must be eradicated.
That is some horrible dialogue. Mocked the eradicated.
With the power
You
granted
mean the
to
dead?
us, we'll avenge our comrades and reclaim the kingdom.
Clunky dialogue for the sake of being wordy. For a big dumb button masher. Oof, that was some clunky dialogue. The guy in the VO booth was like, wait, you want me to say what? Okay, I'll read it like it is on the paper. That thing's head. It's like, should we be seeing this?
We'll hold the line until you foul creatures are raised from this world.
Alright. More. Second half of 2026 coming 2027. Alright. They had to show it. Ninja Gaiden 4. Absolutely.
Hi, this is Joe from Team Ninja, and today I'm excited
Is that
to bring
Chadley?
you a first look
Is that
at some of
Chadley
the
with brown
challenges and
hair?
difficulty options that await you in Ninja Gaiden 4 when it releases
Hi
October
Cloud.
21st.
I'd like to have you
This
battle
new
Ryu
mainline
in a
entry,
simulation.
legendary ninja action franchise, developed by and
Oh,
in collaboration
I'm getting all
with Platinum
tingly
Games,
thinking about
elevates
the
Ninja Gaiden's
the
signature
possibilities of the
high-octane
outcome of your
combat
battle.
to new heights, with a wide array of new offensive and defensive techniques.
This game looks insane. Like the character designs in this game look absolutely incredible.
Ninja Gaiden's distinct difficulty design, which introduces varied enemy placement and increasingly aggressive enemy AI across higher difficulty levels, stays true to Ninja Gaiden tradition. That being said, the path to becoming a master ninja is not a destination, but a journey, which is why we have introduced difficulty options and assists to help new players familiarize themselves with the way of the ninja.
To help not turn you off for the game because
One
it's so
such
fucking
difficulty
hard.
option is Hero Mode, which will enable auto guard, auto dodge, and other useful assists, allowing you to acclimate yourself to the general flow of combat without the pressure of imminent annihilation. In Hero Mode, these assists can be toggled on and off at any time.
Oh
during
man,
the game.
I love
Hero Mode is
a
a
good
perfect
HUD.
mode for players who want to focus on the story of Yakumo's ascent to the ranks of Master Ninja, as he sets out to kill the Dark Dragon and clashes with the legendary Super Ninja, Ryu Hayabusa. Rest assured that if you start your journey on Hero Mode, but midway start craving more bite in your combat, you will be able to change the difficulty to normal or hard at any time during the story, allowing you to curate
That should be standard in most games now. Like if you want to start the game on normal and you want to graduate up to hard, like second half of the game, whatever, that you shouldn't be penalized for that.
Ninja Gaiden 4 introduces a standalone training mode, a series first, that can be accessed at any time from the menu. Here you can brush up on your attack strings, defensive maneuvers, and other combat skills, so you can effortlessly dish them out on the battlefield. Action game enthusiasts with aspirations of completing Master Ninja difficulty will have their skills pushed to their limits. Master Ninja cannot be switched to
here's the big question though. Does it have a banger soundtrack like the NES Ninja Gaiden games? Does it have a banger soundtrack like the NES Ninja Gaiden games?
On Master Ninja difficulty,
Ninja Gaiden 2, I think it was on 360, Ninja Gaiden 2, had a killer soundtrack, man. That score was unbelievable.
Here's some Master Ninja gameplay to get a taste of what Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like at high level play.
Prepare yourself. Enter the arena. Enter the dojo. Whoa. How'd he get up there so high? How'd he get up there so high? How you jump so high, Ryu Hayabusa? Jesus, man. It's like every button going all at once. And the D-pads and the analog stick. Put your controller down on the table and just do this. 80 HD nightmare. Chunk, 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 chunk. Getting chunked.
Whether you're a seasoned veteran itching for the next milestone action game experience, or a newcomer looking to cut their teeth on some euphoric hack and slash action,
isn't Team Ninja owned by Xbox?
A rich and exhilarating experience for players of all skill levels. We hope you enjoyed this first look at Ninja Gaiden 4's difficulty settings. We'll see you on the battlefield when it releases October 21st. Thanks for watching.
A lot of games getting ready to come out in the next 30 to 60 days. Hmm.
大家好，我是卧影猎人的制作人浩，很高兴在 Xbox
Fall
Tokyo
Hunter.
Game
I've
Show 的直
heard
播
of
节目
this.
上
I don't
和
know
大
if
家
I've
见面。
seen it yet.
在刚刚结束的《卧影猎人》Beta 3测试
I have seen it.
数以
Okay.
万计的猎金人参与到了本
Because
次
I
封
was
测。
like, it looks like
在此，我代表全
looks
体
like
主创团队
Skyrim.
感谢大家的支持。《卧影猎人》设定在一个诸神已死、满目疮痍的世界中，在这片黑暗和绝望笼罩的大地上，有着痛彻心扉的悲剧。
Oh yeah, man, this looks like
奋战的勇士。
so
我们
much
把
like
这些故事
Skyrim.
埋在了游戏中的各个角落。相信细心的玩家已经拼凑出了惊雾之下鲜为人知的秘辛。而在未来的游戏版本中，我们还为猎金人准备了更多精彩的内容。神树林将是玩家在布兰德要塞之后第2章可以深入体验的全新游戏地图。在这片白化的世界中，玩家将与神秘壮丽的神之矛首次近距离接触。在这座苍白巨树之下，蛰伏着一群觊觎神之矛残存力量的敌人，而海岸高地的巨人尸体也在彰显着曾经恢宏无比的诸神之力。随着冒险的深入，玩家将逐渐
See, this is one of the things that drives me crazy when they're doing presentations about new fantasy IPs and stuff like that. It's like they try to hit you with a bunch of like lore words and vocabulary from that world. Don't beat people over the head with like all of the keywords from your world. Let people experience it and learn it. It's like you're almost like you're doing homework when you're watching somebody do these presentations. Like, oh, Golden Hall. Wait, the anchor? Wait, what? You got 30 seconds here, bro. You got 30 seconds. Don't hit me with all that.
Been long.
Or put that stuff on your website, you know, for people to research and learn more about it. You know, that's precious time when you're doing a video presentation. You want to pull people in, not give people homework. Maybe it's a nitpick that I don't share with anyone. But it's creatively and writing wise, it's a nitpick of mine.
To hold it back. The bugs don't rest.
It perturbs
they hunt
me.
And chase. Stand tall and meet them face to face.
This is cute.
Harsh, but not alone. A friend may light a path unknown. You're small, it's true, but brave and bright. This
was The Wind in the Willows,
hold
the game.
Fast, hold tight.
Oh, my bad, Zach. Yeah, this was all impromptu. Like, I saw that Xbox had put their thing up. So instead of just going and watching it, I figured I would just come on live and watch it with everybody.
All shall die to my blade.
Oh man, for real? Okay.
Don't just stand there. It's time for you to take the stage.
Did somebody get paid to write that line? Excuse me. Oh man, that one got me. Evangelion? What? Look, I need to find out when Gungrave is coming out.
Our universe is held together by magic. A divine
That's still my
power
favorite
comes
announcement
from
from
the
this.
gods
They
themselves.
started at the top of the mountain.
All across the world, it takes the form of powerful weapons and artifacts. When used for good, these
Dialogue, right?
can
I'm glad I'm not the
create
only one.
All shall die to my blade. I want Yasuko by my side.
Lord Harimoto,
Shut
I
up.
must decline your request to turn my daughter into a soldier.
Someone got paid to write that.
Find out
Oh
why
my
this
god.
weapon chose me.
But when the power corrupts the mind of the wielder, the whole world shakes in its foundations.
You did not think you could capture me that easily, did you?
If you want something done properly, you'll have to do it yourself.
Leave my father alone! I don't even know how I did that. I must go west to rescue my father from Magamo's crypt.
You are not going alone.
This is some kind of like RTS game, but with a story and a character or something.
I come to you with a proposal to steal power from the gods.
You and that spear are a blessing sent from heaven.
It's over. Yasuko!
Oh, okay, okay. Age of Mythology. Okay. I didn't know what I was looking at there. Okay.
We're excited to be bringing 18 multiplayer maps to Black Ops 7 at launch.
With many of those maps inspired by Japan. Today we want to share the first details about a few of them.
She looks
For the
familiar.
first time in
Like I've seen
franchise
her
history,
somewhere
Black
before.
Ops takes players deep into Japan. Not just as a backdrop, but as a major region woven across the entire experience.
Set in 2035,
So you can
this
blow the
near-future
shit out of
vision
your favorite
Japan
areas
gave
of
us
Japan.
The perfect canvas to tell our story.
The region's blend of tradition and innovation mirrors the themes at the heart of Black Ops 7. Legacy, disruption, and the fight for control in a world shaped by technology. From the
Bullet
neon-lit
casings everywhere.
skyline to the quiet hills above Tokyo, Japan offered the right tone, scale, and contrast to ground our narrative and gameplay.
For fans in Japan, it's a chance to see their world reimagined through the lens of Black Ops. For players everywhere else, it's an invitation to explore one of the most visually and culturally rich settings
Search my
we've ever
favorite
built.
ramen shop
Every detail
for
was
the
considered.
C4 package
Every
that was
space
dropped
was
off.
designed to honor the setting while delivering the gameplay Black Ops is known for.
This map's really exciting because we wanted to transport
Bullshit.
players into the player fantasy of being at the heart of Tokyo.
For me, as an objective player,
So,
I really love this map.
I'm
because it's got
wondering
really
if there are any
well-defined
more
lanes
really
and then some
cool
really fun set pieces.
things, because I
One of
think
my favorite
this is
things
getting
in the
close
map
to.
is
Oh yeah, we're
the
close
Cat
to the
Cafe.
end. This might be it.
There's a karaoke bar, which is a lot of fun.
That might-
Those is call outs.
that might be
I got him
it.
in the Cat Cafe. That's gonna be fun to say no matter what.
Each of the landmarking across it is really unique, from the Old Town District into the main center urban district where you're surrounded by this 2035 atmosphere, and then the carnage that spills from that as well.
From the outside, you'll see this Japanese castle, and then once you make your way inside,
So when
the guilds
is-
have taken it over and instilled this 2035 tech.
Just watch the.
I really love
oh yeah.
the throne room. It's in the center of this castle, and it's got this amazing
Yeah.
blend of technology.
Battlefield
My favorite
was
thing
supposed to
in
be
this
taking the
map
crown
are
this
the
year.
wall
From
jump
I've got a couple
opportunities
friends that
on the
play
outside
that,
lanes.
and they were
You're
like,
going over
"Oh,
the
that's the
rooftop
one to get
wall.
this
Other
year."
players are on the
I'm like,
inside
okay,
experiencing
alright.
completely different close quarters dynamic.
I don't understand anything with the first-person shooter military games. They all kind of look the same to me, but like, I'm not the target audience for those games either.
Starting
So,
next week.
Stay tuned to the
so
official
when
Call
is
of Duty
Square
channels for more
Enix's
intel.
showcase?
in the lobby.
Did somebody post that something like 2:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, or something like that? I need to figure out when Capcom's is as well. 2:40 a.m. Eastern Resident Evil. Yes, yes, I will be streaming that.
Since our last Tokyo Game Show
I am
broadcast,
absolutely going to
we
stream the
launched
Resident
our
Evil
biggest Call of Duty
9
ever.
thing.
Saw a record number of players jump into Minecraft following the hit movie and topped the charts across platforms with titles
Yeah,
like
I'm
Forza
going to be
Horizon
watching it. I'm going to
5
be streaming it
and
right here on the
Doom:
channel.
The Dark Ages. I'm proud of our creative teams as they show their originality, innovation, and commitment to quality. As we look ahead, our teams continue to
Minecraft
deliver
was an
not only
Xbox
their
creation,
best games
right?
yet,
Or an
but
Xbox
more
studio
releases
created
and
Minecraft or
updates
something
than
like
ever
that.
Before. No matter where you play, there's so much to look forward to this year. Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, The Outer Worlds 2, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. All are Xbox Play Anywhere titles and will be available with Game Pass and on the Xbox Ally handhelds. Japan has been home
Be sure to play them all on
beloved
PlayStation
games
5.
over the years, many of which were in today's show. And as you've also seen today, several of our biggest franchises, Call of Duty, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Age of Mythology, and Ninja Gaiden 4 are all bringing inspiration from this part of the world to their players around the globe. Before we go, we do have one more reveal. It's the latest entry and one of our biggest and most played franchises.
Are we going to get Fable? Are we going to get Fable? And that's not Fable. Is this Forza? Ugh. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to smack the microphone. Alright, whatever. So the opening quarter of this thing was the money. The opening quarter of this presentation was the best part of this presentation. No, this has got to be Forza. I mean, it's... Yeah. Complete with the bad music. Alright. Okay, well, that was a fun showcase. The first 15 to 20 minutes of it were pretty fun.
The teams at Playground Games and
Rest
Turn
of it's
10
pretty missable.
have poured their hearts into Forza Horizon 6, bringing Japan to life like never before. This has been the most requested location since the very first game, and we can't wait to share more next year. I hope you enjoyed the show. Arigato gozaimashita.
So let's see. Okay, let's see here. Ninja Gaiden 4 looks cool. Microsoft Flight Simulator really looks cool. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake, of course. Romancing Saga 2 looks pretty cool. Terminal Brigade, what was that? Wind in the Willows, Winter Burrow. Project Evil Bane, that was the one with the really bad dialogue. Gungrave Gore, of course, that's my takeaway from this thing. This presentation was way better than the state of play. I'm not going to argue with you on that, Evo, for sure. Yeah, the state of plays are just kind of like not even really worth getting up for, to be honest. But Gungrave Gore, that's at the top of my list from this presentation. They had more games, didn't they? I thought they had more games than that. Oh, they did. Yep. Wait. Game Pass. Okay, no, they didn't. I thought they had more games than that. All right. Well, that was certainly something. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, yeah, we're gonna pause it right there on Brandon Heat. Oh, Double Dragon. Yeah, they didn't have Double Dragon in that little end of the showcase thing. They didn't have Double Dragon in there. Double Dragon looked fun. But yeah, so Gungrave, definitely my big takeaway from this one. I'm excited for that. I need to find out when that release date is. So I'm definitely getting on that. Definitely getting on that. I love that it's going to be on PS5 as well. A lot of the Square stuff is later today. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, that'll be interesting. I got to work tonight, but let's see. Let's look it up. When is the Square Enix main presentation? I had heard a couple of things, but Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade demo. What? Why is there a demo for Intergrade? We've played it. It's been out for years. Adventures of Elliot. That's what I'm really curious about. I'm really curious about if we're going to get like a demo for that. I really hope we do. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be like one of those late tomorrow night kind of things. Yeah, okay. So about this time tomorrow night, we're going to have some things kind of coming out, if they do any surprise kind of things or whatever. So, but yeah, like that was fun. The Xbox showcase, the first 15 to 20 minutes, it was pretty fun. Then it got into kind of the doldrums of your typical kind of Xbox games, but they're all PS5 and Xbox games now. Switch, I mean, they're going to be on everything now, so it doesn't really matter. What are you all looking forward to this weekend? Like, what's the number one thing you all are looking forward to this weekend? Like, I just want to see some cool JRPG content. I feel like we're kind of starved for it at the time. That's why I'm really looking forward to Final Fantasy Tactics Evil East Chronicles. Looking forward to that. The Dragon Quest stuff, I'm super geared up to get into. Of course, Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Will there be any surprises, though? Like, Gungrave was a cool surprise for me, but that's not like an industry, like, whoa, shocking kind of surprise moment. I wonder if there's going to be any big surprises this weekend. Like, if. I think it's a big if at this point, because I don't know what the big surprise drop would be. And who would drop it? You know what I mean? A surprise Square thing, yeah. I mean, at this point, I think, like, Final Fantasy IX Remake, like, a revisit to one of their older franchises, like a Parasite Eve or something like that, or a Chrono Trigger thing. Other than that, I don't know, but I guess that's what would make it a surprise, right? If none of us are thinking about it, and they busted out like Einhander, like a new Einhander game. I mean, or something. New Brave Fencer Musashi game, a new Bushido Blade, dude, a new Bushido Blade. Come on, Square Enix. That's another game nobody ever talks about. You know, that's a Square Enix title, Bushido Blade. There's so many games they could just go back and start dropping, and that company's catalog is insane. But yeah, Strangers of Paradise 2. That'd be a surprise for a different reason. It's like, oh, y'all aren't done burning stacks of money yet? Okay, well, go ahead and develop another Strangers of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise. It's not plural. The sequel will be Strangers of Paradise. There's more than one now. It's not called Stranger of Paradise 2. It's called Strangers of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise 2. Strangers of Paradise. A true shock would be nice. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm kind of off the boat on like overhyping people for things, because like, as a steward of gaming content, and 80% of the gaming industry is hype around video games, because once they come out with them, we blow through them and we're done with them for the most part. The rare occasion, a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you'll put a couple hundred hours in or something like that, but for the most part, like God of War, games like that, Spider-Man, games like that, they come out, you blow through them in a couple of weeks, and you're done. And what was all that? It's the 1 to 2 years of hype leading up to a release. That's about 80% of the industry's lifeline, is hype. So as a steward of said hype for the gaming industry, and I love the gaming industry, the industry of it, the games themselves, the business, the people behind it, I love all of it. But I try to temper like unrealistic levels of hype to a certain degree. Like I try not to get people's hopes up. I will share when people have told me things at certain points. I don't share everything people tell me, just to be clear. Only the things I think have a pretty high likelihood of coming true soon. Like, I've been told some outlandish shit that you wouldn't believe, and I just don't talk about it, just because I'm like, that's at least 3 or 4 years away. I'm not going to mention that to anybody. Or this thing could be happening, or that thing could be happening. I just don't talk about those things. I've talked about the Final Fantasy IX stuff a few times. I talked about what little bit I've heard about the third game, Final Fantasy VII, the third game, Part 3. I think, talking about those things are fine, but talking about something that may or may not happen, and it's possible, I'm never going to clickbait you guys. I'm never going to, content farm you guys. I like coming out and hanging out with you all. And I don't want to betray that. But to your point, a true surprise, a true shock would be nice. It would be nice to be truly shocked by something every now and then. Yeah, I feel that way too, Zach. I feel like this is a great place to show 7 Part 3. Will they? I mean, who knows? They've got content they could show. They've probably got like a reveal trailer locked and loaded. They know what the subtitle of that game's going to be. They've got all the marketing like a concept of the marketing ready to go. Like, I'm sure they're working on some things in-house. They're working on promotional images and short promotional trailers and stuff like that. I'm sure that stuff's already in the works. Like, if they're already polishing the game, they're further along than I thought. Like, if that one article is true, then my original estimation is true as well. That before they were done with Rebirth, they were already working on the third game. People thought I was insane, and they're like, no, now you're just saying shit. Now you're just saying stuff. I was like, no, there's a real possibility they're already working on the third game months before Rebirth went gold. Like that they were already had a team working on it. If they're already polishing the game, then that is 100% true. They were absolutely working on it before Rebirth was out the door. 110%. If they're already polishing it. If you take Hamaguchi at what he says, then there it is. So, if it's already being polished, as per his words, or some of it's being polished at least, and they're going to wait until spring 2027 to release this game, they could load this thing up with content. They could really make this thing go out with a bang. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100% Zach. 100%. Already have way more content. 100%. 110%. 101.5%. I think that is highly likely. I would be surprised if they don't already have some marketing content done. If they're polishing certain parts of the game, then that means some areas of it are already finished. Like some parts of the scenario and dialogue and things like that are finished. What was it, like 9 months ago, they had mocap artists in doing things, and I told everybody, I was like, look, if they're doing mocap right now and they're doing voice recording and stuff like that, and then somebody asked me in the Discord, remember? Somebody asked me in the Discord, is like, hey, if they're bringing in voice actors for this, I was like, they're probably doing pickups. I think they've already done the voice actors. If they're polishing it now, then that was all accurate. Those estimations were all accurate. So, yeah. So, either I'm a damn good guesser, or I'm Bluetoothed into that company mentally somehow. I'm intercepting signals or whatever. But no, I think based on just the marketing, just the business, and what you see coming out, and things that people talk about online and stuff like that, I think we could get the game sooner than spring. What if this game comes out in the fall of 2026? That's insane. I don't even want to entertain that thought. I don't even want to put that out there, because I think that's so outlandish. But so is the fact that they're already polishing the game. To what degree are they polishing it? What part are they polishing? Like, there's so many questions that's so open-ended. It's really almost like an ambiguous statement, giving us something but giving us nothing. So, but yeah, it's exciting to think about. I want them to take their time. Like, if they're that far along, we can wait until spring 2027. If they are that far along, give us something really great. Give us something that I'm going to have to spend a couple hundred hours in to get everything, and this coming from a guy that took a year to finish the game, right? Guilty. But this time, no breaks. I'll be playing it as soon as it comes out. But yeah, I'm fascinated by that quote coming out today. Yeah, exactly. Well, he said, you won't have to wait long, right? You won't have to wait long. That is either Tokyo Game Show, or that is a lock for the Game Awards. If we don't see it at Tokyo Game Show, it is a lock for the Game Awards. Ka-chunk. Just put it in. Just put it in. Like, if we don't see something this weekend, we are locked to see it by the 1st or 2nd week of December. Locked to see it. That's exciting. That's really exciting. We're going to get the name of the game. We're going to have an idea of what they're doing. Another playthrough of Rebirth. Look, Rebirth was excellent. I loved the attention to detail of the side characters in Rebirth. Not just the characters in your party, but like Vincent, the Turks. I mean, fleshing out all the characters that were. Even Cisne, who I thought she was a little overhyped by the fan base for some reason from Crisis Core. I thought she was just always just kind of a mid character. She's just there. But people love her, and I'm like, okay, alright. But I even liked her a little bit more the way they portrayed her in Rebirth. So, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. I still don't like how they red herringed you with Zack. I didn't like that. But it is what it is. I mean, we knew that the Zack thing was just to keep people talking between games, right? From 1 to 2. Keep people talking, keep the conversation going, give people a little mystery. But then they had a really hard time paying off the mystery of Zack in the second game. Like, you didn't even really play as him. Like, you had a battle in the beginning, then you walked around as him a little bit. But it was like, that was a whiff. In Rebirth, if I could do anything, I would just chalk Zack's story up to just a couple of cutscenes and then get back to the main game. When I was playing as Zack in Rebirth, I couldn't escape the feeling. I was like, man, I just want to get back to the game. It was like playing Assassin's Creed and being out of the Animus. Kind of the whole analogy I made with Expedition 33, right? I want to be in the painting. I want to be in the canvas. I don't want to be walking around as Mael with no powers. The thing that made Zack so cool to me years ago was the fact that you just didn't know anything about him. He was this mysterious guy. He was an ex-soldier. He was a mentor figure to Cloud in some respects. I feel like the more they fleshed out Zack in Crisis Core and in Rebirth to some degree, like, the less cool he was to me. You know, sometimes there's something about that mystique and not over-explaining things, especially in fantasy and sci-fi. Sometimes the Force just needs to be the Force. You don't need to know what midichlorians are. You just need... The Force exists. It's beyond our knowledge. I just needed to know Zack Fair existed. He mentored Cloud. He saved Cloud's life by sacrificing his own, and Cloud carries the torch for this guy. Like, the more they go into Zack, the less interested I am in Zack. Because it's not Zack's story, it's Cloud's story. Yeah, I mean, he was super cool when he was just the guy in the back of the yellow truck, you know, pumping Cloud up, but Cloud was comatose, you know? And Cloud thinks he's this guy, and, you know, that story's been twisted over the years too. Like, you know, what did Square Enix really mean by that? In the original PS1 version, Cloud thought he was Zack. That was the message until he figures it out. Now it's kind of been distorted over the years, but Zack has always just been a background figure. And I don't like having him just up front, and I know Zack fans are just they always rake me over the coals on this, but I gotta keep it real with you all. I gotta keep it a buck with you. I will never lie to you. I don't like what they've done with Zack in Rebirth. Now, yes, he's dead, but for Square Enix to make people keep guessing, and then what I tell you all, there were some interesting paths they could have went with the scenario. But I was like, we'll know which way, if they want to go the safe route and he's still dead, or if we want to go the crazy route, and we're really doing something different and something crazy, and they've created some butterfly effect to where something happened and now Zack's alive and the realities are merging together. They kind of did a version of that, right? But they still did it in a way where Zack is dead. The things are still as they are. He's in the afterlife, the live stream, whatever you want to call it. And it's one timeline. It's one timeline. And that's the other thing that gets lost in all this. Remember all it's multiverse. There's multiple timelines. And it's going to converge. It's going to be crazy. Multiple timelines confirmed. And I'm like, nope. It's one timeline. They're just remaking Final Fantasy VII. That's all. That's one time. People don't want to talk about that anymore. Again, because me and everybody, all of you all here, part of this community, we were right. We were right. Nobody wants to talk about it. So I guess that's the biggest reason I've kind of gotten out of Final Fantasy VII discourse, because I feel like the direction it's going, I kind of called that. Like, I kind of said this is where it was going to go, and then then all the big streamers, of course, are like, oh yeah, of course it's going, yeah, and everybody shares with me what they said. I'm like, are you all sharing with them what I said? Because I've been saying this the whole time. So I just kind of got out of the discourse. I was like, it is what it is, man. You know, so they're doing what I thought they were going to do with it originally. There's some tweaks and differences that are different than what my original theory was, but it's still one timeline. They're remaking the story. Zack doesn't need to be in there. They'll probably find a reason for him to be there. And if they're going to tie it to Advent Children, then he is kind of like spiritually watching over Cloud. That was the message from Advent Children, with the wolf by the Buster Sword looking at Midgar, or looking at wherever they were. Was it Calm? Wasn't Calm, right? They're looking at the ruins of Midgar. And then Zack being with Aerith at the end before they fade away into the live stream for good, you know. So I think they're trying to make him some kind of guardian spirit. I think he'll help him some in the live stream during Cloud's redemption arc. I think Aerith and Zack will be there, and Tifa will be there. I think all three of them are going to be there in some form. Now, they may not all three be holding him by the hand and walking him down the streets, but I think Aerith and Zack's presence will absolutely be there. I still think it should just be Cloud and Tifa. It should just be Cloud and Tifa. But we'll see what they do with that. Agreed, Zack. I agree with that. Yeah, it's like, it's very, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like with the story of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm like, I think there are too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, I don't know. I feel like they need a couple of really good editors in the room when people are just throwing ideas on the table. Because Final Fantasy VII's story is amazing. It's, for my money, one of, if not the greatest story ever told in a video game. Like, it's just so moving. It's so heroic. It's so tragic. It's so heartfelt. It's so potent. And the themes, the narrative, the overall narrative, and the various themes represented by each of the characters in the story are so good. And they represent all of the facets of being a human being, you know? Like hope, tragedy, hatred, perseverance, redemption, all these different things that each character in Final Fantasy VII represents. It's so well written, and it's so well done. And other games have tried to mimic it. I feel like some of that is getting lost in the writing for Remake. Rebirth went a long way to kind of right that ship. Because after Remake, I was like, man, I know it's just the opening act, but I felt like there was something, it was missing some heart it was missing like some to the pointness, right, for the characters and for the themes of the characters. But I gave it some grace, and I was like, take it easy, Ray. It's just the opening act of the game, literally. It's just the opening 5 hours of Final Fantasy VII. That's what Remake was, you know, and planting seeds for other things. Rebirth went a long way to reinforce me to think that, okay, yeah, they care and they know. But there were still some things. Yeah, it never needed to be rewritten. You're right, Beck. I mean, it never needed to be rewritten. I would have been fine with them doing a 1-for-1, just making it look how it looks now, making the battle system the way it is, the way they do. One thing I will say about the remake saga, materia doesn't feel like a big deal. Like, materia doesn't feel like a big deal. Because you used to have to grind to master that shit. It was a big deal when you maxed out a materia. It was a big deal. And in Remake and Rebirth, this is not even a big deal. I don't even know sometimes that I mastered a materia. I just have it on. I forget what I've got on sometimes. And it's just not a big deal. Like, I'm disappointed with how they've done materia in the Remake saga. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's... In the original Final Fantasy VII, gameplay-wise, the materia was everything. Like, it was everything. I don't like how they've done summons. I don't like how they've handled that. But, you know, I mean, but for all the negative things, there's 2 or 3 really good things, you know? Just the characterizations, how they've written the characters. I mean, the characters jump off the screen. They're so good. They're so well acted. They're so well written. I'm fortunate enough to know a few of them, the voice actors who do those characters, and they legitimately love playing these characters. And they legitimately love the writing, and you can see it when they're performing it. It comes through in their performances, and it's really, really good. Yep, clutch summons. Clutch summons. Not the same now, man. And like, there were playthroughs where I would use Vincent as my summoner. Like, he was a summoner. Like, in my head canon, like, he was the summoner for the party, you know? I would use him to summon. I would use Aerith to heal until she was gone. Tifa was my monk. Cloud was my warrior. Barret was my tank. And Yuffie was my thief. And Cid was my dragoon. And Kate Sith was my benchwarmer. But yeah, so you can't play as a summoner anymore, you know? So that's kind of balls, but yeah, see, the whole getting your summons through Chadley simulations seems very cheap to me. It seems very, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not anticlimactic, but it just seems very lazy. Very half-hearted, right? A very half-hearted attempt to shoehorn in summons. And honestly, it feels like, for me, materia has been a very half-hearted attempt as well. So, but not to bag on it. I really, really loved Rebirth. Rebirth was amazing. Like, Remake, I enjoyed Remake. But Rebirth makes Remake unplayable for me. It just does. Like, Rebirth makes Remake unplayable for me. I can't go back and play Remake now. Yep. And was it the quad? The quad magic or whatever it was? You could tie, what was it? You tie Mime to Knights of the Round and quad magic or quad summon. You could summon it 4 times and then the Mime would summon it 4 times, or there was some kind of trick to doing that. I never did it. I never did it on my playthroughs. I never tried to get down to how to do it, but my buddy did it. He showed me. It was like W summon, or was it W summon? I think it was W summon is what it was. W summon, yeah. So yeah, there was really a way to just be like undeniably powerful in that game. Oh, the weapon fights have to be straight up like Shadow of the Colossus. Has to be Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, it's going to be hard to do that with the way the battle system is in Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga. Maybe it'll be in stages. Maybe you have to travel to a different part of the... Maybe the weapons won't be as big as we all think they're going to be. Like, the weapons in the live stream in Rebirth didn't look very big. Now, I don't think those are the ancient weapons. Like Ruby, Diamond, Emerald, Ultima, all of them. I don't think that's what those are supposed to be. I think those are like larval forms of the weapons. But, I mean, we'll see. I hope they're awesome. Like the Adamantoise battle, you know, in 16. I mean 15, not 16, 15. Yeah, I don't want the weapon fights to be like contextual menus and stuff like, oh, hit mash circle now. I don't want it to be like that. I want to have to grind them down. I want to have to fight them. I want to have to use all of your abilities, all of your spells, everything on them. Grind them down, whittle them down. It needs to be an event every time you go to take one on. Like, you see it in the horizon. Like, you think it's close, and then it's slowly getting closer the more you travel, and you can just see it moving in the background. Like, it needs to be some real kaiju action. For sure. Well, alright guys, it's about 1:45 here at the house. I've got about another hour of work I've got to do on Aurora, so I need to hop off here for the night. But as things break over the weekend for Tokyo Game Show, I will be chiming in. I will come on tomorrow night, probably tomorrow night and Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll hit these Tokyo Game Show live streams, these late live streams. So bank on me coming around 1:30 in the morning, coming on the live stream tomorrow night, Saturday night, into Sunday morning. And we'll keep it rolling. If something big happens, we'll talk about it. I'll check it out. I'll react to it if I haven't seen it. And y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming on, joining me. We had up to 10 people at one point. That's pretty good for 2 in the morning. So appreciate the hell out of all of you all. Kaufmanites, appreciate you all. Have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking. And I will see you all in the next video. So take care. Appreciate you all.